All right, The Incredible Hulk is the second superhero movie of the summer to open at #1. The first one was Iron Man. Coming up in July, the next chapter in the Batman story, The Dark Knight. Now, superheroes have just a great movie history, and Daily's Jared Hall is here to tell us all about it.
A very interesting history, Mike. Superhero movies started in the black and white era of movies, but through advances in movie technology, they've come a long way. As we'll show you in this story, you'll see only on Dailies. The Incredible Hulk and Iron Man have given the box office a 1-2 punch this summer. And with Hancock, Hellboy, and The Dark Knight on their way, it's shaping up to be the season of superheroes. But before superheroes could literally fly, they needed to, jump. That's a black and white Superman from 1948, back when he and Batman had their own movie serials. The short movies would last 15 minutes, rely on camera tricks instead of special effects, and would end each week with a cliffhanger. Movie magic finally caught up with the Man of Steel in the 1970s, when Christopher Reeve donned the big red S and truly became the first big blockbuster superhero movie.
I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
I remember the tagline for the movie was, "You'll believe a man can fly." And so just the idea of seeing this superhero flying and fighting criminals was astonishing. It was a huge hit.
Even with Superman's super success at the box office, it took 12 years for another comic book hero to join in.
I want you to tell all your friends about me. I'm Batman.
Tim Burton's Batman introduced The Dark Knight to audiences, and while he wasn't super strong nor could he fly, Batman's appeal was in his character.
With the Tim Burton Batman, he not only has to fight criminals, he has to fight his internal demons. People began to realize that you want to add a little bit of dimension to the character. The superhero has superpowers, and in some ways he's invincible, and so he's got to have some kind of vulnerability.
And you can't get more vulnerable than a high school bookworm turned superhero, Spider-Man.
Here's an ordinary person who's thrust into this area where he has superpowers, and he's trying to cope with it, and it's like, what do I do with this power, and what am I doing in my life, and all that kind of stuff. It needs complexity.
Since Spidey, more and more superhero movies have been making the rounds. The X-Men, Fantastic Four, and of course, Iron Man. And they have had more mainstream appeal.
Superhero movies are legit now. Like they're not only big money makers, but they're seen as being great films.
There is nothing you can imagine that they can't put on the screen now. So this is the perfect time, obviously, for superhero movies.
Now, July in particular is really shaping up to be a superhero fanboy month. The first 3 weekends each have a big movie coming out, with Hancock on July 4th weekend, July 2nd to be exact, followed by Hellboy 2 the following week, and then The Dark Knight the week after that. As for the Hulk, you can expect to see more of him in the future. A sequel is already being talked about.
I love seeing those early Batman and Superman serials where they don't have the special effects. They have to pull it off with the camera and some trickery there. That was fun.
It's special stuff.